Okay, so one thing from the last video I realized I did not include is showing you how we're going to do background. So you need to go find an image you want to use outside the windows. It's up to you, whatever it is. It could be a video, an image, whatever. But ultimately the way you apply it is pretty straightforward. So I like to do it kind of in this sort of region here, but here's my set, someplace between my character and my set. But basically we are going to I'm going to use a constant for right now. That's just a solid color. But I want y'all to actually use an image. So look and find something that you like, but I'm gonna make like a sky color. But what we are going to do, so I'm going to basically merge it A over B, but I'm changing the operation to under. And that basically just sticks this underneath everything else, which is what I want here. That color is not great. I don't like that color. Take some color out of it. So that is how you would put your background image on there. Same thing here. I went ahead and kind of real quick made two different lighting setups. One like a night and one like a day. And I'll just make this a lot darker, like it's nighttime. There's my night, kind of. But now I have kind of two distinct looks, so I can show you what we're going to do next. So assuming you went and dialed in all your stuff and you have a daytime setup, nighttime setup, whatever the two looks that you're going for are unique and interesting like this. Really take your time, dial stuff in, play with AO, play with depth, play with all that fun stuff. I don't have that in here yet. I am going to do videos here to show that off, but I just wanted to show this part next. So the way you would do this, if you wanted, I don't know, I put a merge. We want to be able to blend between these, and we want to do it smartly. So what you need is a node called dissolve. So it gives you these little handles. I don't know why the 0 is on the right. I've never known that. It just is. It really honestly doesn't matter which one you hook into where, as long as you can keep them straight. But I like to do 0 first. But basically I'm going to hook it into my my merges. And it's kind of up to you how you want to hook these up. For me, this is basically the bottom of my comp. So at this point, if I wanted, I could do kind of like something like this. My window's very small on my laptop, but I could do something along these lines and kind of make it where I can see kind of like, here's the mix between these two. Clear as a day. I can kind of see down here, this is where stuff is happening. But in this node, if I had more stuff, you can put as many things into a dissolve as you want. It just keeps making these handles with new numbers, so you can have a lot of them. But for this, we just need 2. So I am going to try and make a seamless loop. That's the goal. Doesn't matter which one you start with, but it will be the one you end with. So let's say on this first frame, I'm going to set a key. I'm going to right click and say set key, because I want this to be at 0. 0. So you can see if I switch it between there, it just blends between the looks. Okay. So if this is at 0, I'm going to go to my last frame and set a key. So these are both 0. Let's say you can pick whatever frame you want to do this on too, but I'm going to kind of come like right to the middle of the shot. Well, here, I'll do it like this. I'm going to go to frame 50. I want to hold on one of these lighting setups for like a second or two so my brain can process what I'm seeing and it's not just this constant blending of stuff. That looks really weird and jarring. I promise this looks a lot better. So I'm going to set another key here. I'm like, watch, I'm just going to click and drag. I just want to basically activate this and set a key back at 0. So now I have a key at 1 that's set to 0 and a key at 50. So this first 50 frames is nothing but 0. It's great. Now I'm going to come down to, I'll say like 200. Doesn't really matter where you do this next part. Well, yeah, I'll do it like 200, keep it even. At 200, well, here, I'll do it at 150. I'm changing my mind as I go. I'm going to set a key again. Or no, actually, no, I'm doing that backwards now. Ha ha ha. See, I'm all over the place. So now it's up to you how long you want it to blend into the next shot. I'll do it at 150 just to see how that feels. So we may dial this in, but I'm gonna set this at 1. So now at 50 it's at 0, at 150 it's at 1. So at over 100 frames it's gonna do this and kind of blend between them. But then I want to hold on this new look for about 50 frames. Oh, I'm actually here on that. I did not, oh I did set it all the way. It's because I had this key set over here. So I'm going to hold in this for like 50 frames. I'll set this to 1 again. Yeah, the timing will be a little funky on this, but it'll be okay. So then I had given it about 100 frames to blend. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to go to frame 300 and I'm going to set this down to like 0. So that was a lot. That doesn't make a lot of sense. If I come into my curve editor, you can kind of see what I did here. And it's kind of hard to see. If you look, this to this is my frame range. It starts off at 0, stays on 0 for 50 frames, and then transitions from 0 to 1 over 100 frames. And it stays on 1 for 100 frames, or for 50 frames. See, I'm totally going to confuse y'all. Then it blends back to 0 over 100 frames and holds on that for 50. So my timing is a little bit more off. It actually is going to hold on the first one, this look, for about 100 frames. So we can dial in the range better together in class. You can move keys around if you really want to. That is something that is 100% that you could do. Like this. If you're like, I don't love this timing, I want this more like over here, and this more like over here. And a little more there. Like, these don't have to be dead centered in the middle or whatever. You just basically want to make sure that the value at the start is the same at the end, and then someplace in the middle is where you transition to the second look, hold on it for a little bit, and transition back. And now, if we view here and play this, should be able to see here once this thing, it should cache pretty quickly. But you'll be able to kind of see it's a little, this is what I mean by kind of play with where the keys are, and what place I'm setting the keys here may not be great for you, but now it's playing and it's looping and it's going to the daytime, holding there for a little bit and then starting to fade back into my other look. And it gets there, holds on that for a little bit, then fades back to the other look. So it's not jarring, it's pretty easy to follow. So this is kind of the key to how you do these dissolves. The main thing is just making sure your start and your end are the same value, that you hold on it for a certain number of keys. Doesn't matter how long, but that you hold on it for a little bit. And then that you blend to the next one and then hold on that next one in the middle someplace. So we'll work on this thing a little more together, but that's the gist of how you would go about doing this.